But as you can see, he did the earliest possible pull and my Zealot's out in plenty of time. And I have a Zealot, and you see him going with the surround there. I'm up, 10 workers, and there's a lot of different follow-ups I could do. What's up, YouTube? This is Response making another video. I played a game just recently where I think I had a good example for it. So just decided let's make a video on it. They don't build any workers, and they just directly build a spawning pool. It's the fastest possible rush you can do in the game, other than like a worker rush. So that makes it kind of powerful. And if you don't see it coming, especially now in this current patch, it can be a little tricky to stop. So I talked about in the last video that I prefer to go 13 gateway for this very reason. And I do it in this game. Drop the 13 gateway and then start my next probe. I will note, however, that my pylon was about 3 to 4 seconds late. So that's going to make this harder to stop right away. But I did start it on right when the pylon finished, so we should be good here. Notice I scout right away with my gateway probe. I see no expansion, so right away my brain thinks it's a possibility he's 8 pooling. Confirm it with the probe and try to get out of there. Right when you see this, you're going to build a second gateway. Once the second gateway I like to build away from the first gateway, so not touching. And then I'm going to build a core touching, and then you have a space between the gateway and the core. This protects the core better than if you build the core back here a bit, because if the core is touching the gateway, you can actually poke at the Zerglings. So it's easier for them to attack, and you can poke at the Zerglings, like basically, you'll kind of see it in how it works, but no matter what, it just makes your life a lot easier if the core is right here, because your core is the more important building that you don't want to lose. It's the one you're going to defend more. And you're also going to get a gas right away. So you're going to build 3 buildings ASAP. You're going to go gateway, core, gas, or gateway, gas, core in this situation. And we're going to start the Zealot and chrono it right when the gateway finishes. That's very, very key. Now I'm at 18 probes. I can start on 19th, but I'm not going to go any higher than 19. And starting this pylon is important. If I don't start this pylon, I'm going to get supply blocked. But as you can see, he did the earliest possible pull, and my Zealot's out in plenty of time. And I have a Zealot and a probe here. And now at this point, we're just kind of doing a little back and forth micro. We're not looking to really engage the Zerglings very much, unless he gives us the opportunity to. We want to get that gas started. You saw me do that as quickly as I could. And you see him going with the surround there. You're just kind of trying to poke in and then run backwards. Poke in, run backwards. Trying to make him, get a few. You're trying to get your Zealots to get a few hits in, free hits, while his Zerglings, kind of aren't able to hit. He's got a lot of damage on the probe, which is good. That means that's less damage on my Zealot. And yeah, we're just moving back and forth, starting another pylon, because if you look at it, I'm about to get supply block again. Which, you really have to be preemptively building these pylons. Usually you'd have a Nexus coming up at this point, but in this case we do not. Our 2 Adepts, once they get out, these Lings become completely wasted supply and very easy to deal with. So we got a little bit more aggressive with these Zealots to be able to deal with these Zerglings. I wanted to get rid of them. I knew I had the Adept coming out, so even if I lost both Zealots, it wasn't going to be the end of the world. Now what we want to do is right away get aggressive with these early Adepts. We're going to start at 2 more Adepts, so we have 4 total Adepts, and now we're going to start a Nexus. This is going to, we have 16 mining minerals, so we're going to need that next Nexus to get up as quickly as possible. And from here, we're just going to pressure with these Adepts and try to do as much economic damage as possible. It's really important to get as much damage as possible. If he were to say, when I went in, had a bunch of Lings ready, we could always recall. If he doesn't, in this situation, we're just trying to get as many probe kills as possible, because if we just let him drone up, he's going to be able to pass us in drones very quickly. It's easy if Zerg only has to focus on drones for them to pass the Protoss very quickly. However, if they have to switch between drones and Zerglings or army units, it's much harder for them to macro. We're just getting more and more damage done here. From here, the follow-up is kind of your choice. You can go into Stargate, you can drop a Twilight Council, You can do that robo build that I showed you guys in the last video. I'm up, 10 10 workers, and there's a lot of different follow-ups I could do. I'm in a very advantageous position, and I would just want to play it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Until the next one, peace out.